मैम તમે म्यूट છો.
I'm not audible.
Now, am I audible?
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
My voice is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So, in the last class, we have completed up to that the respiratory capacities and respiratory volumes, right? Chale, quickly tell me, what is the full form of TB?
Tidal volume.
Tidal volume. Correct. Next, second, that's the IRV.
Inspiratory reservoir.
Correct. Inspiratory reserve volume. ERV.
Expiratory
Expiratory
reservoir.
reserve volume.
Correct. Next, RV.
Residual volume.
Residual volume. Good. Next, IC.
Inspiratory
Capacity.
capacity.
Inspiratory capacity. EC. Capacity. Then next, FRC.
Functional residual.
Functional residual capacity. Then next, VC.
Vital capacity.
Capacity.
And what is TLC?
Total lung capacity.
Capacity, right? One of the topic actually skip that the mechanism of breathing, right? Before this volumes and capacities, this topic is given, that's the mechanism of breathing. Now, mechanism of breathing, in that basically two processes are there. One you call inspiration or else inhalation. Inspiration or inhalation, and other one that you call expiration or exhalation. Very important topic for long question. Okay, so inspiration or inhalation, another that's the expiration or exhalation. These are the two topics, two processes for mechanism of breathing. Now, in that first inhalation, so for inhalation, which things are required? First of all, that gradient. Okay, gradient for what? Pressure. Pressure gradient is required. Air pressure, specifically which one? Air pressure gradient is required. Now, in that, see, you know that, can you tell me air or gases that pass from one place to another by which what kind of transport? Boliye. By what kind of transport air or gases that pass from one place to another?
Simple diffusion.
Correct, simple diffusion, right? Simple diffusion occur, and simple diffusion, you know, that is occur from higher concentration of gases or air to the lower concentration of gases to air. Now, simply understand this thing, that when we inhale the air, right? When we inhale the air, so during that time, that air comes from where? Air move from where to where, you can say?
From
Boliye,
atmosphere.
during inhalation, yes, from
Atmosphere to nose.
atmosphere to the lungs. So higher concentration of air at that time, or higher air pressure, we can say that, that is present in atmosphere compared to the lungs. That's why from the atmosphere, air enter through this pressure gradient, higher pressure to the low pressure gradient to the lungs. Exhalation exactly opposite hoga. During the exhalation or expiration, that more pressure, air pressure created into the lungs, and compared to the which one? Atmosphere. That's why from the lungs air coming outside, that you call exhalation. बोलिए, first ये clear है?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
this clear? Pressure
Yes, ma'am.
gradient.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now second thing, that the structures which are required for this inhalation and exhalation, one is a diaphragm. See, structure actually, lungs is not a entirely, that's a muscular structure. So for that, one thing, that diaphragm, then with the diaphragm, the muscles are there. That muscles you call phrenic muscles. That muscles you call which muscles? Phrenic muscles. Remember, diaphragm, and with the diaphragm, the muscles are there that you call phrenic muscles. Now, can you make out over here? This is a dome-shaped structure, right? See, here the diaphragm is the dome-shaped structure diaphragm. Just
मैम
About
स्क्रीन
that.
ब्लर देखाय છે પ્લીઝ સારી દેખાતી
તમે કોઈ એક લાઇટ સ્વિચ ઓફ કરી દો ને બહુ એક્સ્ટ્રા બ્રાઇટ થઈ જાય છે ને તમે મૂવમેન્ટ કરશો
okay. Wait. Now is it
Ma'am,
clear?
yes.
मैम थोड़ा डार्क ड्रॉ कर दो ना.
Right. Yes. So, this is the diaphragm. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
યસ મેમ
Right. Now, diaphragm, then over here lungs are there. Okay, and at the center the sternum. On the sides, remember the ribs are there. Rib cage or thoracic chamber, thoracic cage. Ribs are there over here. Right? Next thing that, so one structure, that's the diaphragm, that helps in this inhalation, exhalation. Second thing, that diaphragm, with the diaphragm, these phrenic muscles are there. So these muscles arrange in this way. Here the muscles are present, phrenic muscles. Right? So these are we call phrenic muscles. This is the diaphragm. Now, next is what? That here the ribs are there. Can you tell me, do you know how many ribs are there in our body? Do you know this thing? How many ribs?
12.
Yes, 12 pairs. Total, how many ribs are there? 12 pairs, remember. Suppose this is the first pair of rib, then second pair of rib, third pair of rib, fourth, fifth, sixth, like that. Total 12 pairs of ribs are there. And in between the ribs, in between these ribs, the muscles are there. Okay, in between the ribs, muscles are present, and these muscles are known as intercostal muscles. These muscles are known as what? Intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles, location what? Between the adjacent ribs. So 12 pairs ribs there. So can I say that 11 pairs intercostal muscles are there? Am I wrong or right? 12 pairs, that's the ribs. And in between the ribs, that these muscles are present. Between the 1 and 2, 2 and 3, like this. Then 3 and 4, 4 and 5, 5 and 6. So total how many pairs of these muscles are formed? That is the 11 pair. Boliye. Understood pehle? First itna? 11 pair
Yes,
of
ma'am.
intercostal muscles and 12 pair of ribs. Now,
yes ma'am
intercostal muscles, again, they are of two types. Intercostal muscles, further, they are of how many types? Two types. According to the arrangement, can you make out? Over here, I have made in this way. Clarity hai aapko ye point pe? Towards the outer side, muscles arrange in this manner, towards the outer side. Position is towards the periphery, right? Like this. So that type of muscles you call external intercostal muscle. Towards the periphery hai attachment, that's why we call it, so which one? External intercostal muscles. And another type of muscles that is exactly opposite. Crisscross line jaisa ho jayega. In this manner. Okay, towards the inner side of ribs. So that you call internal intercostal muscle. These are known as what? Internal intercostal muscles. Both in 11 pairs. External as well as internal. 12 pairs ribs. In between the adjacent ribs, that's the intercostal muscles are there. Intercostal muscles are of two types. External intercostal muscle and internal intercostal muscle. Right? So here the are there. Now, next thing that understand over here that how the inhalation process occur. So for the inhalation, imagine that here that's the diaphragm is there. What is diaphragm? Diaphragm is a dome-shaped structure. In a resting condition, in a normal condition, the shape of the diaphragm is a dome shape, right? Now, this diaphragm and lungs over here, sorry, ribs, they are connect with what? Phrenic muscles, right? Diaphragm that is connect with what? That's the ribs. So when these phrenic muscles, now these phrenic muscles are present where? At the periphery, over here. At the rim or the periphery on the diaphragm, these phrenic muscles are there. So this is the diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped structure. Now, understand that when this phrenic muscles, यहाँ पे muscles है, right? Muscle fibers. When these muscle fibers get contract, ये muscle fiber contract हो रहा है, तो जो margin से periphery उसको pull कर रहा है, तो this diaphragm becomes what? Flat. Center से imagine नहीं करना है. From which part?
Ma'am, sorry,
Periphery.
explain
Understand
करो
in
ना.
this way. So diaphragm first. Wait, Shreya. Diaphragm, that is the dome-shaped structure, right? Dome structure with that over here, that's the phrenic muscles are there. When these muscles get contract, it pulls the end of this diaphragm. पहले ऐसा है. Now it pulls the ends of the diaphragm, so this one become what? Flat, right? Earlier which one? That's the dome shape. But dome shape muscles, okay, that's a diaphragm. But when it contract, ये muscles ये end को pull करेंगे, this side muscles this way, so it converts into which one? Flat shape structure. बोलिए, इतना clear है? Is it clear? First tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So see, one of the concept is there, you know, during the inhalation inside the lung, that's the less pressure is there, air pressure, right? Inside the lung, that's the less. Atmosphere में ज़्यादा होगा, that's why from atmosphere the air enters into the lung. So why? What are the reasons behind that? That into the lungs, that where less pressure is there, atmosphere, slightly less atmospheric pressure is there, which leads to inhalation. So one of the thing that diaphragm, thoracic volume is increasing, right? See, one thing, अगर आप proper inhalation करते हो ना, proper inhalation, then you can feel that. Generally, आप क्या feel करोगे? That diaphragm move upward and feel that this diaphragm over here, the diaphragm is that diaphragm gets flattened. Okay, dome-shaped diaphragm gets flattened. So earlier position is this one. अगर हम इसको thoracic chamber में convert करें, over here that's the lungs and ribs, right? Next, after that, original position क्या था diaphragm का? This much. But now due to this phrenic muscle contraction, now the between this over here the space is created, thoracic cavity, in that the space is created more compared to this dome shaped diaphragm. Yes or no? बोलिए. When this phrenic muscle contract, this contraction occur, it pulls the diaphragm, and due to that over here in this axis, this much part, the space is increases. Tell
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
Yes, right? So understand that diaphragm यहाँ पे है, right? In the chest. Now this diaphragm when contract, so in this way the thoracic cavity volume increase. Thoracic cavity in which the lungs are located, that volume increases, right? So thoracic cavity volume first increase due to what? Phrenic muscles get contract and diaphragm that converts from dome shape to the flat. So this much area increase, and in which direction? Anterior posterior. Okay, this one we call anterior posterior. Now second, one more thing is that increases the thoracic cavity volume. That is what? Ribs. Ribs के साथ ही external intercostal muscles है, right? with the ribs, that's the external intercostal muscles. So this external intercostal muscles, यहाँ पे ribs है, sides में, lateral sides, right? So when these muscles get contract, so it pulls the rib cage or the ribs towards the outward. Yes or no? Have you feel that
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
inhale, feel this, that your rib cage, ribs part that comes outward? Yes,
Yes.
or no? Right? When you feel that outward means the normal space tha of that into this thoracic cavity, again this space is increases. First, in which axis? Due to the diaphragm anterior posterior axis में increase हुआ space. Now another axis, that's the dorsal and ventral. So dorsoventral axis, the rib cage, you can feel that the come outward and inward, inhalation, exhalation, like this. So due to the external intercostal muscles, that ribs get pulled outward. Ribs gets pulled outward, and that thing also increases what? Thoracic cavity, right? Initially, suppose यहाँ पे है, okay, now the boundary we can make over here. Up to here, the that ribs get pulled, right? Or thoracic cavity gets the pulled like this. So this much area increases on both the sides. And when the volume increases, can you tell me in which the air is present? That pressure is
High.
when high. Physics learn करते हो? When volume increases, pressure
Decreases.
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 yes, simple. आपके पास अगर two different size pipe है, one is a big size, another is a small size, right? आप अगर पता है big size pipe है, तो उसमें भी अगर हम in गुजराती फाउंटेन फुवारा ओके करते हैं तो उसको स्मॉल नैरो ल्यूमेन प्रोवाइड करते हैं ना, then it can exert a pressure. Narrow lumen more pressure, bigger lumen less pressure. ये concept आता है ना?
Yes.
Volume
Yes.
increases,
Yes, ma'am.
pressure decreases. So this is the main mechanism, main principle over here to which our respiratory system works, right? So first, for inhalation, one thing is required, that for inhalation pressure decrease होना चाहिए into this thoracic cavity, right? How this thing can be possible? So first thing, that volume को increase कर दो. How the volume can be increased? So in that, diaphragm is there, which is a dome shaped structure that contract with the help of phrenic muscle. So anterior posterior axis, because diaphragm ये axis में arrange work करते हैं, right? Whereas rib cage laterally arranged है, so that one moves in this direction. So that we call upward, outward, and inward, right? So first, that's the phrenic muscles of diaphragm, and second, external intercostal muscles, when undergo contraction, it helps to pull these ribs outward and increases the thoracic cavity. Once the volume of thoracic cavity increases, the lungs, inside the lungs, that intrapulmonary pressure, that we call the which one? Intrapulmonary pressure. Okay, intrapulmonary pressure, that thing also what get increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Yes, decrease. When thoracic cavity volume in which these lungs are located, so when lungs, okay, remember that when volume of thoracic cavity increase, pressure decrease, and due to that, when we compare the pressure of atmospheric and pressure of lungs, the atmospheric pressure is slightly more, that's the pressure value compared to this one. So air through the nostrils enter into the lungs. This is the inhalation process. बोलिए, clear है?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Anyone, if you have doubt, you can ask me.
Ma'am,
All
clear.
of you tell me yes or no. What about others?
Ma'am.
Clear.
Right. Now, exactly opposite one thing, that's the exhalation process.
મેમ સ્ક્રીન
Right?
ફરીથી બ્લર થઈ ગઈ છે.
Now is it okay?
मैम क्लियर है.
Okay. चलिए. Now next, that's the exhalation. Exhalation, see one thing, basically inhalation is the active process. Inhalation is a what kind of process? Active. Why? Because over here contract, exhalation में क्या होगा, जो muscles contract हुए थे they get relaxed, so now all the organs get their normal position, original position, right? So inhalation we can consider as a active process, exhalation we consider as a what? Passive process. Now for exhalation exactly opposite है inhalation का. चलिए जुगल, टेल मी डायफ्राम रिलेटेड पॉइंट, कैन यू एक्सप्लेन? जैसे मैंने इनहेलेशन के लिए एक्सप्लेन किया दैट फ्रेनिक मसल गेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डायफ्राम पुल एंड इट converts into flat sac convert compared to the dome shape. Jugal, can you explain the diaphragm?
Yes, ma'am. When phrenic muscles relaxes, the diaphragm becomes dome shape from the flat.
Yes, and that leads to what?
Exhalation.
To what?
Expiration.
Exhalation directly नहीं होगा ना. That leads to first what? That decreases the thoracic volume, thoracic cavity
Yes,
volume.
ma'am.
Increases the pressure.
Pulmonary pressure.
Yeah, first. So that decreases what? That decreases the thoracic cavity volume. In which axis?
Yes, ma'am.
In which axis?
Anterior posterior
Dorsoventral. Yes.
Anterior posterior.
Anterior posterior axis. Posteriorly देखिए anterior posterior में work करता है in this way. Okay, diaphragm moves upward, downward, like this. So anterior, posterior, like this. So diaphragm, that phrenic muscles जो contract हुए थे during the inhalation time, now it get relaxed. Okay, so relaxation of phrenic muscles leads to what? That diaphragm again get their original position and becomes dome shape. So जो cavity suppose यहाँ पे था during inhalation time, now it get contract, so this much area decreases of thoracic cavity, volume decreases.
Yes, ma'am.
It leads to pressure increases.
increase.
Okay, wait. Next, second. चलिए श्रेया बोलिए, related to this external intercostal muscles, how it helps
Yes,
to
ma'am.
decreases
Yes,
this
ma'am.
thoracic cavity.
The external intercostal muscle just pull back the ribs towards the internal side, and the ribs become.
How? One word is missing.
By
Over here I
relaxation.
told that external intercostal, yes, correct. External intercostal muscles get contract. Once the contract, this thing happens, that thoracic cavity increase. So here we
Ma'am,
can
I
say
तो
that
relax
contract
नहीं आवे.
with it, now they get relaxed,
हाँ.
right? So that is the relax. External intercostal muscles get relaxed, and due to that, this rib cage, okay, or the ribs are that जो inhalation के time पे outward थे, again come inward. And that
Inward.
again leads to decreases the thoracic cavity volume. Thoracic cavity volume decrease, so pressure
Increase.
increase. Compared to what? Compared
Atmospheric
to what?
pressure.
Atmospheric air.
Atmospheric.
And due to that, from the lungs, the air expelled out into the atmosphere, and that you call exhalation. बोलिए, clear है inhalation, exhalation, both topics?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
किसी को भी डाउट है तो बोलो, anyone? No one? Okay, so I consider that. Remember, lungs, inside the lungs, the pressure is there, that we call intrapulmonary pressure. Okay, inside the lungs, the pressure generated, that you call intra meaning within, pulmonary meaning lungs. So within the lungs, the pressure is on, and you know, inside the lungs, alveoli are there. Alveoli continuously just suck the air, release, suck the air, release. Inhalation, exhalation, inhalation, exhalation, like this. They work. So on the basis of that, we can say that over here, which pressure? Intrapulmonary pressure. Right? Now, one more thing that you should understand over here, that See, diaphragm basically what is divides, actually diaphragm divides the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So diaphragm that is present between this thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So diaphragm separates these two parts. Now, just below the diaphragm, if you recall digestive system now, but just below the diaphragm over here, stomach is there. So stomach over here, that abdominal muscles. Here the abdominal cavity in which the organs are located. So here also the muscles are there. These muscles you call abdominal muscles. This muscles you call which muscles? Abdominal muscles. Right? If we increase, see, diaphragmatic muscles help करता है, that external intercostal muscles are there. Each muscles helps, okay, by contracting themselves. Each muscles helps in increases the thoracic cavity volume. But one more thing, if we want to still increase more thoracic cavity volume, then these abdominal muscles are there. These muscles also get contract and it press it down. वो pressure create करता है. Hello?
मैम स्क्रीन बहुत ब्लर है.
बोलो.
हाँ मैम स्क्रीन ब्लर થઈ ગઈ છે.
Okay, wait. Abdominal muscles are there. Okay, abdominal muscles that is located where? So abdominal muscles exactly below the diaphragm towards the abdomen, right? So if we want to increase more this thoracic cavity volume, right, with more forcefully, then what happens? These abdominal muscles also help in that increases the thoracic cavity volume. So thoracic cavity volume increases more with the help of these abdominal muscles. It exerts the pressure while contracting. It exerts the pressure the organs which are located below it, right? And due to that, still much more the space is created, volume is increased of thoracic cavity by the abdominal muscles, right? So extra additional thoracic cavity volume can be increased with the help of what? This abdominal muscles, right? So one thing, that's abdominal muscles. Second, that's external intercostal muscles. Okay, ये जब हम forcefully करते हैं ना, that's the more forcefully the diaphragm goes down. At that time, this one is used, abdominal muscles. In normal, these ones are not used, right? Next, intercostal muscles, external as well as internal. Internal, whenever we do the forcible exhalation, right? Forcible exhalation is there. Particularly for forcible exhalation, these internal intercostal muscles are helpful. For which one? Forcible exhalation, internal intercostal muscles are helpful, right? Mainly the role of in normal conditions is phrenic muscles and external intercostal muscles. Now, as we have discussed, right, that for particularly that's the one healthy individual can breathe per minute 12 to 16 times. Newborn babies में ये higher होता है, approximate 35 times. Newborn babies में approximate 35 times, right? Then next to that, then 5 years के जो children होते हैं, in that 25 होता है. Then adult, okay, in that the 15, and जो aged है generally उनमें होता है 18. ये है. So that's why I told you that a healthy human adult has or can breathe 12 to 16 times per minute. Okay, and this thing can be analyzed with the help of what? Spirometer. Okay, I'll show you the peak of that. So that is the which one? Spirometer. बोलिए, clear है? Is there any doubt in this topic? Last time I am asking.
Oh man.
Spirometer no pathway करो next one.
Okay, spirometer. Okay, I'll show you the peak actually online में. Remember that 3 tubes like structure we have discussed. In that 3 different colors walls are there. Green color, blue color, and suppose red color, third one. Okay, and then here one airtight chamber is there actually, and we have to suck from here. जूस पीते हैं तो कैसे सक करते हैं ना जूस को स्ट्रो के अंदर, सेम वे वी हैव टू पुल द एयर फ्रॉम हियर. So it leads to what? These balls that come at this position actually, and इसको यहाँ पे होल्ड करके रखना होता है आपको. कितने टाइम तक आप होल्ड कर सकते हो, that thing indicates your lung capacity. Right? बोलो, clear?
Okay, ma'am.
મેમ મને ડાઉટ છે.
બોલો.
મેમ આ તમે કીધું ને કે ફોર્સ્ડ એક્ઝેલેશન માટે ઇન્ટરનલ ઇન્ટરકોસ્ટલ મસલ હેલ્પફુલ છે, તો ફોર્સ્ડ ઇન્હેલેશન માટે એક્સટર્નલ ઇન્ટરકોસ્ટલ મસલ્સ હેલ્પફુલ હશે?
हाँ, external.
ઓકે મેમ.
Mainly for exhalation, that internal intercostal muscles work.
મેમ આ
Yes.
નંબર્સ તમે કીધું ને 35 50 બ્રીથિંગ નંબર્સ ઇન અડલ્ટ ચાઇલ્ડ
35 for newborn baby. 35 for newborn babies. Right? 25 for up to 5-year children. Right? And 15 for adult. Okay, that range in your book given that 12 to 16. And 18 जो है वो that is for old age. बोल, clear?
યસ મેમ.
યસ મેમ, ક્લિયર.
Over here, remember with this ribs and sternum both are connected. I told you that पूरा जो thoracic chamber, over here sternum, on back side that's the which one? Backbone is there, vertebral column, and sides the ribs है, and lower side पे diaphragm है. Right? So ribs connected with this sternum. So whenever the ribs move up, outward, inward, remember sternum also move. Right? So I hope you all are clear with this. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Right? And now we are going for the next topic. If you want, you can write down this thing, okay? And give me 2 minutes.
Hello. Ma'am.
बोलो. Students, is it clear? Diagram on screen. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Now my voice is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Next topic, that's the exchange of gases. Okay, how the gases can exchange. Okay, you know the sequence that first from atmospheric air, the gases diffuse that reach to the alveoli. Okay, alveoli to the blood, and blood to the cells, or you can say that the tissue. That is for the oxygen transport. So how the oxygen get transferred from one to the next structure, right? So here one of the concept is there for exchange of gases, that one thing that gases which cross the membrane, that membrane should be permeable for gases. First thing, right? Membrane should be permeable for gases. Second thing, so first that's the membrane. Membrane, in that again one more point is that if membrane, okay, membrane either can thick or thin. Thin membrane can easily allow the gaseous diffusion compared to the which one, thick membrane. Thick membrane, in that the gaseous diffusion occurs, that is very slowly compared to the which one, thin membrane. Thin membrane allows the gases pass in a very fast manner. So first, the thickness of the membrane, that that shows the how much gas that pass from one part to the another. Second thing, that solubility of gases. Okay, solubility of gases. No doubt, atmospheric to alveoli, वहां पे तो pure air है. But after this alveoli, oxygen enter into the blood. Into the blood, you know, water is there and other things are present. So with the water, that no doubt that RBCs. Okay, next topic हम learn करेंगे that how the oxygen get transferred, right? How the oxygen get transferred, CO2 get transferred. In that, the so many different that's the phenomena are there. But over here, for time being, understand that oxygen and CO2 both shows the solubility nature, but CO2 is more soluble compared to the oxygen. CO2 has the affinity, this thing, that or ability, it can dissolve very faster rate compared to the oxygen, right? So one thing, that solubility of gases. Second, membrane thickness, that all factors affect the exchange of gases process. Now, before going into detail of topic, બોલો.
મેમ સ્ક્રીન બ્લર દેખાય છે.
ઓકે, થઈ જશે, વેઇટ, નેટવર્ક ઇશ્યુઝ રહેશે.
અને મેમ ડાઉટ હતો,
બોલો.
મેમ CO2 સૌથી વધારે શેમાં સોલ્યુબલ છે? તમે હમણાં બોલતા હતા ને,
વોટર, blood. Okay, blood. CO2 has a more, સૌથી વધારે નહીં, CO2 has a more that ability to soluble more compared to the oxygen. Now, next thing, that in this exchange of gases, you should understand one term that you call partial pressure. That you call what? Partial pressure, right? For generally we use this term, that's for gases, that's the partial pressure. What is partial pressure? So you know, in atmosphere, can you tell me the air which we inhale, the air which we inhale, in that pure oxygen is there and not any other gases?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes. So in that, the mixture of gases are there. Mixture of gases means in that O2 is there, nitrogen is there, okay, other gases are there, and each gases, okay, each gases has a particular pressure. Each gas has their particular pressure compared to the other one, and that you call the what? Partial pressure, right? Each that अगर oxygen है, nitrogen है, each one that exert a pressure, right, compared to the other molecules, that by that way the partial pressure is measured. So partial pressure, remember, we are over here, that partial pressure for what? A mixture of gases. Okay, in a mixture of gases, the different gases are there. Each and every individual gas that exert a pressure. right? So by that way we can measure partial pressure. Partial pressure in terms of unit, you can say that mm of Hg. Okay, that is mm of Hg, partial pressure. Now, next thing, this table is given in your textbook, right? Page number, that is 272. पेज नंबर 272 में लास्ट में एक टेबल दिया है आपको, right? Over here these things are mentioned. On one side O2 and CO2, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other side that's the atmospheric air, alveoli, blood, oxygenated, deoxygenated, and tissue. Remember this table. Remember, you have to prepare this. First, we see the values. Atmospheric air, in that the partial pressure of oxygen 150 mm of Hg, whereas CO2 very less, 0.3. okay, सी ये परसेंटेज में नहीं है, अदरवाइज आप बोलोगे वो 0.03, वो परसेंटेज था, ये क्या है, पार्शियल प्रेशर इन टर्म्स ऑफ mm of Hg, so that is 0.3. alveoli, alveoli में ऑक्सीजन, you know, in alveoli atmospheric air enter, right? So maximum amount of oxygen is there compared to what, CO2. So 104 mmHg oxygen in alveoli, 40 CO2. Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood, how the deoxygenated blood is formed? From the alveoli, see, first air enter into the lungs, in which alveoli are there. Alveoli, from that the oxygen enter into the blood, right? And blood में क्या होगा, CO2. अब ये CO2 कहाँ से आया? You know, blood, oxygenated blood that pass to each and every cells of our body. Each and every cell perform their metabolic reaction. They perform their activity, protein formation, and like that, so many activities. And during that, it produces the one of the metabolic waste that you call CO2. That CO2 that enters into the blood. Cells uptake the oxygen from the blood, release the CO2 into the blood, right? Cells क्या करेंगे, blood में से CO oxygen लेंगे and blood को क्या दे देंगे, CO2. So can I say that suppose one of the cell is there over here. Now one of the blood vessel that you call artery generally, that reach over here.
screen blur अच्छा નથી દેખાતું.
That artery reach over here, right? Cell is there with the cells, that the artery that supply the blood. Heart में से artery arise हुआ, imagine, and that artery reach to the cells. So ये artery क्या blood, कौन सा blood provide करेंगे, oxygenated. Cells take this oxygen, perform their metabolic reactions, and by this way that CO2 molecules are formed. And now these CO2 molecules, when this blood vessel, okay, coming out from this cell, that particular in form of capillary, so now in which this CO2 molecules are there. So first ये blood को हम बोलेंगे oxygenated blood, and this one you call deoxygenated blood. Okay, the blood vessel, okay, which supply the blood from the heart to the cell, you call artery. And generally artery have oxygenated blood. Next, another thing that what, cells को blood मिल गया, oxygenated, oxygen uptake हुआ. Now that cells perform the cell to the blood. First इतना clear है how the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood form.
मैम एक बार repeat करो last 3 points.
Are that cells take the oxygenated blood from the blood vessel, particularly artery. Next, use this oxygen and perform their metabolic reaction, form CO2. That CO2 again enter into blood vessel. But now the blood vessel is emerge out from the cell, right? It has a CO2. जब आया था तब क्या था, blood vessel के पास O2. बट अभी सेल से बाहर निकल रहा है, then what? That's the CO2 and that's why deoxygenated blood is formed. बोलिए, पहले ये क्लियर होना चाहिए, ऑक्सीजनेटेड डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड,
Clear. Thank you.
राइट. सो ब्लड डीऑक्सीजनेटेड, डीऑक्सीजनेटेड नेम सजेस्ट, उसमें ऑक्सीजन का पार्शियल प्रेशर, ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या होगा? लेस. सो दैट इज हाउ मच? 40. O2 क्या है? Only 40 in what type of blood? Deoxygenated. Whereas in CO2 that is 45. Right? Oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood name suggests again कि blood is oxygenized. 95 mm of Hg oxygen is there and CO2 कितना है? 40. Next, tissues are there. Okay, cells, tissue perform their role. So oxygen utilized हो जाता है, so that's why concentration 40 and CO2 increased होता है, that's why 45. Right? Now first see this part and then we go for this one.
Ma'am, screen blur.
As I told you that membrane, okay, alveolar membrane, or here you can say the diffusion membrane, right? This diffusion membrane is formed over here. And when we measure ना, आपको यहाँ पे इतना साइज दिख रहा है, but exactly when you observe in microscope and find out that less than a millimeter, centimeter भी नहीं, less than mm, the size of this membrane, thickness, size भी नहीं, thickness of the membrane. Just imagine how much thin through which the gases can easily diffuse. Now understand कि here alveoli is there. This is the alveoli. Can you tell me with what kind of epithelium?
Squamous.
Captain, which one?
Squamous.
Squamous, correct. Flattened cells, squamous. So here the squamous epithelium is there. This squamous epithelium form the alveoli. Now, so first ये membrane हुआ alveolar membrane, squamous epithelium. Second is what? You know, alveoli, right? They are supplied with the blood vessels. So next to that I have made over here, that's the blood vessel. Blood vessel that come to the alveoli and now leave the alveoli. So the blood vessel when come to the alveoli, can you tell me in which more amount of oxygen or CO2 is there?
CO2.
CO2, right? Because ये तो cells में this type of blood. So deoxygenated blood is there that reach to the alveoli of lung. Into the lung, into the alveoli, you know, lots of amount of oxygen is there. So now CO2 enter. देखिए, can you tell me यहाँ से है in which CO 45, right? Next, alveoli में कितना है? CO2 concentration in alveoli 40 mmHg here, sorry, here 40 and here 45. Now, so can you make out in which one actually more CO2 partial pressure is there?
In the
Blood
blood
vessels.
capillary.
Deoxygenated blood or alveoli?
Deoxygenated.
Deoxygenated blood. So that's why from the deoxygenated blood over here the CO2 are there. They move from higher concentration to lower. Lower क्या है? Alveoli में that's only 40 mmHg. बोलिए, लिंक हो रहा है आपसे ये?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, yes. Now next thing is what? Can you tell me oxygenated blood में oxygen कितना है? Oxygenated blood in that
95.
oxygen
95.
mmHg. Yes. And alveoli में कितना है?
104.
10.
104. So higher concentration in alveoli.
Alveoli.
That's why it come over here. बोलिए, understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you, all 50 students.
Yes, ma'am.
Rest all are
Yes,
sick.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. चलो, So on the basis of this concept, higher to lower, the gases move. Simple. That's why these values are very important to make it easy, this thing. Now, so deoxygenated blood, it reach to the alveoli, and जैसे ही alveoli में आएगा, pressure gradient form हो जाएगा. deoxygenated blood में higher CO2 है compared to alveoli, तो CO2 कहाँ पे transfer हो जाएंगे? Alveoli में. At the same time, O2 कहाँ पे ज्यादा है? Maximum O2 over here in alveoli. So O2 will come into blood vessels. And in this way, the gaseous exchange process occur at this alveolar site. Alveoli to the blood. Now, next thing that first alveoli we have learned, which is made by the squamous epithelium. Now, second thing, can you make out between this alveoli and blood vessel? A small space is there, very narrow space that you call basement substance. It is amorphous in nature, powdery form, right? Some substances are there over here that forms a basement substance, which helps to make the attachment between this alveolar membrane and this blood vessel membrane, right? Now, so first हमने किया alveolar membrane, फिर next आया basement membrane, and after that third one that you call blood capillary. Can you make out over here? Blood capillary linings are made by which cells?
Squamous.
Squamous.
Yes. Again, which one? Squamous epithelium, right? See, skin पे अगर squamous है, we see squamous epithelium is that we simply call that the squamous covering epithelium. Remember that squamous epithelium present that actually covers the internal organs that you call stomach.
Visceral organ.
हमने learn
Visceral
हाँ,
organ.
visceral organ को जो cover करता है squamous epithelium, that you call. Remember that term histology part में किया हमने. Mesothelium. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. Mesothelium. हाँ.
Right? That's the mesothelium. And here that is with the blood capillary. No doubt, basically it's a squamous epithelium, but the term given is what? Endothelium. That is known as a what? Endothelium. Endothelium of blood vessel is made by squamous epithelium. Right? So, squamous epithelium in alveoli, squamous epithelium in this blood vessel, but in blood vessel we call endothelium. Up to here clear? So then I can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Right. Now next is what over here, that I'm giving you extra information for NEET only. Alveoli. Okay, alveoli, in that no doubt that the squamous epithelial cells are there. So squamous epithelial cells you call type 1 cell. They are basically known as a what? Type 1 cell. And at certain point, this squamous epithelium are modified into the type 2 cells. They are modified into what type of cells? Type 2. Right? Type 1 cells, squamous epithelium. Type 2 are modified squamous epithelium. Right? Now, what is the role of this two? Type 1 simple squamous hai, so it helps in diffusion of gases. It helps in what? Diffusion of gases. And second thing, that type 2 cells are there. So these type 2 cells produce a one chemical that you call surfactant. That you call what? Surfactant. Remember. Why this surfactant is produced over here? It reduces the surface tension of alveoli. When inhalation, exhalation occur, air enters forcefully into the lung, same way forcefully it releases outside. So at that time, to reduces the surface tension, this surfactant is present, right? Surfactant present, one of the example of surfactant, that is lecithin. Right? For time being, just remember at least surfactant. Okay, so surfactant that is produced by this type 2 cells, which reduces the surface tension of alveoli. Whereas type 1 cells, they are simple squamous epithelial cells, which makes a boundary for diffusion of gases, right? And certain here macrophages are also present. Certain which cells are there? Macrophages, which kills the microbes that enter into the air. Okay, some of the microbes can be killed easily by this that's the macrophages. बोलिए, clear है? Structure of alveoli.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay, type 1 cell, type 2 cells, and macrophages. Now next. Just a second. Now, diffusion membrane. We have discussed now this thing. Diffusion membrane. In that alveoli is there, then basement substance, and then that's the blood capillary, right? Endothelial. Together it forms what? Diffusion membrane, right? Which is made by these three things: alveolar, basement, and endothelial. Together you call it's a one diffusion membrane, right? As you know, so CO2 we have discussed, it has a more ability to dissolve or soluble compared to the oxygen. 20 to 25 times higher hota hai CO ability to dissolve. Okay, so that's why CO2 actually more diffuse compared to the which one? O2. Okay, now understand with the help of this partial pressure concept that how the O2 CO2 that circulate, right? Now first is a which one? Alveolar air. Alveolar air, in that you know that, okay, before that starts with a heart. Lower standard में learn किया double circulation, yes or
Yes,
okay, it's good. Cells, body tissues are there. Okay, body tissues, imagine first of all heart is there. Heart has a 4 chamber, 2 atria and 2 ventricle. Left side, remember, that is oxygenated, and right side is deoxygenated. Entire left side is a which one? Oxygenated. Right side is a deoxygenated, right? Now next is what? That at first understand karo cycle from this body tissues. Body tissues in that, can you make out oxygen concentration? Oxygen partial pressure कितना है टिश्यू में? ऑक्सीजन का 40, right? And CO2 कितना है? 45. 40 oxygen, CO2 45. Now, so the blood which is coming to the cells के पास तो कौन सा blood आएगा? Oxygenated, right? Oxygenated blood over here that come. So यहाँ पे आप लिखिए partial pressure. Oxygenated blood का क्या है? 95 O2 and 40 CO2. यहाँ पे 40 O2 है and 45 CO2, right? Can you make out the differences? First oxygen के लिए जैसे ही oxygenated blood आया to the cells, oxygenated blood has this much concentration, 95 oxygen, whereas tissue में कितना है? 45. So higher concentration at which point? Blood, oxygenated blood, and lower in cells. So that's why oxygen diffuses over here from blood to cells, right? Next, in response to that, cells ने क्या किया है? That's the oxygen को utilize किया है and perform their metabolic reactions and form CO2. So cells में CO2 कितना है? 45. But oxygenated blood में तो कितना है? From the cell CO2 enters into blood capillary. This is the first site where the gaseous exchange occur. एक था alveoli which we have discussed. This is the another one. बोलिए, ये portion clear है first?
Yes, ma'am.
How the gaseous exchange occur? Remember with the help of this partial pressure. Partial pressure value you have to remember. On the basis of that, where the higher concentration to the lower concentration, this gases move. Now, so blood जो आया था towards the tissues, that is oxygenated. But now cells ने उसको क्या दे दिया? CO2. So now the blood is fully what? Deoxygenated. And this deoxygenated blood through the vein system, it reached to the heart. Heart may first right auricle, then right ventricle, and from the right ventricle, that pulmonary artery arise. If anyone asks what is artery and what is vein, define that. So one thing, that basic definition क्या होता है पता है? Artery that is arise from the heart. The blood vessel which arise from the heart you call artery, and the blood vessel which move towards the heart, that you call vein. Now, in most of the cases, that artery supplies oxygenated blood. But can you make out? ये भी तो क्या है? Artery है, pulmonary artery. But this pulmonary artery possesses what kind of blood? What kind of blood?
CO2.
Can you tell me?
Deoxygenated.
Deoxygenated blood.
Yes, deoxygenated blood. Yes, correct. Right auricle to right ventricle, from the right ventricle, pulmonary artery arise. Right? That artery reach to which part? Understand कि ये pulmonary artery है. Alveoli के पास है. Over here, on the basis of this partial pressure gradient, right? Here 104. Here how much? That's a 40. Okay. Due to this partial pressure gradient, the gaseous exchange occur from alveoli to the which one? Blood. Alveoli to blood, which we have already discussed. Now, so CO2 कहाँ पे चला गया? Alveoli. And alveoli ने क्या दे दिया? Oxygen. Right? Now this oxygen, now the blood vessel that leave this alveoli, right? That called pulmonary vein, right? Artery ने क्या supply किया? Deoxygenated blood to alveoli. Vein from alveoli to the heart. Heart in that first this chamber, that's the left auricle. This pulmonary vein opens. Then left auricle से blood कहाँ पे जाता है? Left ventricle. And from the left ventricle, the main aorta arise. Major artery arise, which supply the blood, oxygenated blood to all different parts of the body. बोलिए, clear है ये पूरा pathway?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
All of
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
please tell me. देखिए, now alveolar L, right? Here, this is the pulmonary artery structure which carries the, see, majority artery carries oxygenated blood. देखिए, systemic arteries है, right? Systemic arteries, why? Systemic which supply the blood to the all body parts, except which one over here? Lungs, right? So, systemic arteries supplies oxygenated blood, but pulmonary artery supply what kind of blood? Deoxygenated. ये exceptional है. Okay, this one is an exceptional. Whereas pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood, but जो veins arise होते from the body tissues. Okay, systemic veins, not pulmonary, systemic veins, right? That you call systemic veins. This all systemic veins carries what type of blood? Deoxygenated. So generally veins carry deoxygenated blood, but exceptional again कौन सा है? Pulmonary vein. ये याद रखना, right? Pulmonary vein, oxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery, deoxygenated blood. Generally, all artery carries oxygen. So on the basis of this partial pressure differences, the blood flow, oxygenated and deoxygenated blood can flow, right? अब देखिए approx actually जो blood deoxygenated है and tissues they have a same concentration actually 40 45 40 is O2 45 CO2 because ये same tissues में से ही यहाँ पे deoxygenated blood form हुआ है by giving the CO2, right? Oxygen uptake कर दिया, CO2 release कर दिया, right? So due to that, okay, आप याद रखना in this manner blood deoxygenated and tissues have same value 40 45. Can you make out 40 का ratio in this way? देखिए आपको sequence ऐसे learn करना है to make it easy, right? Alveoli में 40, फिर deoxygenated blood में O2 40, deoxygenated blood में 40 CO2 and here 40. In this manner 40 40 40 but O2 CO2 है, सब में CO2 नहीं. Is there any doubt?
Yes,
Now
ma'am. Clear.
clear? Okay, so now you can leave now. We will meet in the next class tomorrow in afternoon session.